everybody, what is going on? It is Dunbar Snack Bar here with MLB 13 the show, and we have got some Atlanta Braves franchise coming your way right here as we face off against the Philadelphia Phillies at Citizens Bank Park. Now, this is team number 1 in the divisional standings here of the National League East versus team number 2, but there is still a little bit of a gap here between the two teams, so I don't see the Phillies giving me a run for my money anytime soon. That is, unless I really start bombing here on a lot of games and, well, Phillies just get really hot. But anyway, let's get to the game here. Chris Johnson up at the plate facing Roy Halladay, who is starting for the Phillies. And this one is going to go over the wall. That is going to be a solo blast here for Chris Johnson. So we're going to hop to an early 1-0 lead right here. And anytime that you get an early home run like that, that affects the confidence of the pitcher that you're going up against. So not going to be good for Halladay. I have a lot of respect for Roy Halladay. And I know he's a great pitcher and everything like that, so I'm really surprised to be able to see a home run this early. But this stuff happens. Not going to expect that this is going to be the norm. All right, bottom of the first here. 2-2 count now to Delman Young. Minor with the pitch. That's going to go over to Chris Johnson at third, and he's going to stop that one, pick it up, make the throw, and it will be in time. That's why they always tell you, if you can't stop a ground ball, or if you can't get it in the glove, at least stop it. Keep it in front of you. Use your body. Time, it worked. All right, so Dan Ugly getting a single here as that one went down the left field line. So he'll be on first. No opportunities to really be able to steal with him. B.J. Upton up at the plate right after. And I'm talking the next pitch. That one has to be over 400 feet. What a huge home run by B.J. Upton. Now we have 2 home runs against Roy Halladay. So that's going to be a 2-run blast. It'll be 3-0 here. Phillies in trouble early. Sometimes 3 runs is all I need, and I've been able to get it here in the first few innings. We've got a lot of game ahead. And as I mentioned earlier, that's going to hurt his confidence. Momentum's huge in this game. That's something that I absolutely love, because in baseball, momentum, of course, is important, and it's reflected properly in this game. So getting the hits that I have, and especially the home runs, that could go heavily in my favor here for the rest of the game. So I mentioned Roy Halladay pitching for the Phillies. Minor is on the bump for me in this one. Now, Minor leads the National League in complete games. And you guys have heard me say this before. There's a lot of statistics for pitchers that I think are great indicators of the pitcher's overall performance, his talents and abilities, but I don't think all of them are necessarily completely reflective of the pitcher. I always give the example, wins and losses. I think it does tell you a little bit about the pitcher, but it doesn't tell you the whole story. I mean, if you have a pitcher who, let's say he goes ahead and throws a one-hit game and it's just it's a home run or something like that, just a phenomenal game all around, but the other pitcher, gave up a whole bunch of hits, but nobody was able to come home, well, doesn't reflect too well on the pitcher. I mean, that's a loss. So complete games is one of those ones that I always get excited to be able to see, and it does a lot more good than people think. Just because it gives everybody in the bullpen a rest and helps out with efficiency. Justin Upton. Is he trying to outdo his brother right here? That is another huge blast. That one's got to be pretty close to 400 feet. I don't know what's going on. Maybe a little rivalry here in the city of brotherly love. All right, I just thought of that. Hey, I should have put that together before I did this video. We're in the city of brotherly love, and we got 2 brothers playing on the same team. All right, so that's going to make it 4-0 right here. Oh, and Hayward's coming up next. We could be seeing some more magic here with the bat. Of course, that makes it 4-0 here. 1-1 count now to Hayward. That curveball just hanging over the plate, so that's going to end up being a single, but with the speed that we have with Hayward on the base pass, well, I'm going to be turning that into some good stuff here for the team. Obviously, got to get him into scoring position right here, so I take that step on over to second, and there I go sprinting. Another bad pitch from Halladay, but I'm safe at second. All right, so one good swing of the bat here could bring him home. I mean, he has the speed where he can go on just about anything. But unfortunately, nothing really unfolds. Dan Uggla now in the top of 4. This one is another home run. This has just not been Roy Halladay's day. Not his Halladay. See what I did there? Anyway, just a poor performance here from Roy Halladay, just leaving a lot of stuff over the heart of the plate. This is by far the best offensive performance that I have had here in the Braves franchise since we got this started, at least from the home run standpoint. I'm not even really mashing the power swing button that often. It's just working out very well. 5-0 here. This one is going to go on the ground. So Minor's out at second. I'm lucky that one wasn't a double play, but Simmons gets on over to first here. Chris Johnson, remember he had that home run to be able to get things started off for us. And great hit that goes into right field. So Simmons is going to round second, head over to third, and he is going to be safe. Not by much. I thought that he was out. Not really the best throw from right field. So he's got to be lucky with that. It kind of seemed like it was a little bit of a floater. Justin Upton now. This one going deep into center field. That one's going to bounce off the wall. And I'm going to round third, come home, and I'm safe. All right, so 2 runs will score on that double here by Justin Upton. So he's got a lot of RBIs today already. Rodrigo Lopez coming in now to be able to pitch. This had to have been done. I mean, a lot of times they'll be like, well, maybe this was a good call. Maybe it wasn't. We'll see. No, this was a great call. Halladay should have actually come out a lot earlier. But 0-2 count now to Delmon Young with the runner on first. Simmons will make the throw. Not going to be a double play. Delmon Young got that one by half a step. But we'll see what happens with this here now. 7-0 is the score. Howard hitting this one deep into right field. That will be a home run for the Phillies. They get on the board with that. Really wish I would have been able to complete that double play. But that's okay. It's only 2 runs here. I'm still up by 5 runs in this game. So Minor shouldn't be too disappointed about it, because as long as we keep going like this, he's still going to end up with the win. Gosh, everybody's like really disappointed right now that we gave up the home run. But obviously the Phillies are a good team. You don't get in the second spot of the National League East just by being a mediocre or subpar team. Freddie Freeman with a hit. We're really spreading around the love here when it comes to hits. So he'll slide into second and be safe. So having him start things off with a double, well, that's a good thing here. Brian McCann now at the plate. So very next pitch. This one going deep. Is this one going to be enough? Yes, it is. So apparently it's not just we're spreading the love here when it comes to hits. It seems like we're spreading the love here too when it comes to home runs. So after going ahead and making the change and pulling Halladay, we are still keeping things going. The bullpen for the Phillies, not doing them much good right here at all. So we got to keep pouring it on them. You know, when having this much success, it takes a lot for me to really want to stop. 9-2 now. This one's going to be a hit that goes into left center. B.J. Upton having to run that one down before it gets to the wall. Runner heads over to second. So that will be a double. I'm lucky that one didn't stretch into 3 here. I think if it would have been in right center as opposed to left center, well, maybe it would have ended up being a triple. All right, so this one on the ground, trying to make the throw over to third, but I'm not able to get Revere, so I go over to first, and that didn't work for me either. So basically an infield base hit, and here's Delmon Young now with a 1-2 count. Going to make sure that I throw it low, force something on the ground here. But it gets in between Simmons and Johnson, so a run for the Phillies will come home, and that's going to keep runners on first and second. Fortunately, after this here, Minor is able to get out of it, and we see the Phillies go to the bullpen yet again. Antonio Bastardo is going to be pitching now for the Phillies. 2 pitchers so far. Tons of success. See if we'll see the same thing here with Bastardo. That one's on the ground. Not the best hit, but you know what? I'm going to take that one. Seems like I really slapped that one down. Just got past Bastardo. Rolled into the outfield. All right, Freddie Freeman now. But I don't want to swing it necessarily anything. That one's a ball. Hayward makes it over to second. So I'm glad I laid off that one. Occasionally I'm going to go with the hit and run. But I don't know. I didn't think it was too appropriate here with Hayward. So I might try to go for third right here too. There I go. That one a little bit low. And I'm safe at third. So this opens up a lot of opportunities for me. So with Freeman, I could go ahead and lay down a bunt. Try to see if I can bring him home. Play a little small ball. I mean, I do have 1 out. So we'll see what happens. But that one's going to go into center field. Hayward's going to tag up. Come home. No throw to the plate. We're in good shape. So, oh, that was McCann. Or McCann was coming up to the plate. I can't remember. Anyway, Michael Stutz now is going to be pitching. I couldn't come up with a really cool way to pronounce that one. All right. So, we're looking at Schaefer getting on first right here on an error. Now, the thing is about Schaefer that I like being able to put him in as a pinch hitter is his ability. Oh, it was a base hit. Never mind, not an error. It's his ability to steal. 89 speed. Yep, I'm getting there. No problem at all. The throw is way off. So Schaefer gets in there safe at second. We don't see too many stolen bases out of him because I'm not really bringing him into the game that often. I really don't need pinch hitters when I'm up like right now, 10-3. So I figure why not head over to third? He will be safe there. And we do have a chance to be able to bring him home. So let's hope that we can go ahead and do that. I'm just kind of in the mood now where I just want to keep getting these hits. So Andrelton Simmons, 1-1 count, 2 outs. That one hangs over the plate. Just about anybody could have sat and waited for that pitch to come, make a huge swing, just like Andrelton Simmons did right there. I don't know what's been going on. We've seen Halladay hang some curveballs over the plate. We've seen Stutz hang some curveballs over the plate. And I'm just very fortunate that I've been able to take advantage of just about every single one of them and been able to turn them here into at least a base hit or, as we've seen right here, a few home runs. All right, so Jordan Walden's going to be pitching for me here. I decided to bring out Minor, so not going to be seeing a complete game out of him. Really, with this type of game, I really can't tell the whole story of everything that's happened. You know, Phillies have been able to get some hits. My pitching just really hasn't been there. So with Minor, really got tired quick. I was lucky that he was able to stay in for 7 innings. But Delman Young hitting that one straight back. I don't know. It's kind of tough about doing or trying to be around 15 minutes for videos and stuff. When you play a game for over an hour, that's a lot to try and fit down into such a small part. So I can't, as I mentioned, tell the whole story here. So mad props to the Phillies really for getting these 3 runs here. But also to the Braves, because with the amount of hits that they've given to be able to hold them, that says something too. That one's too far inside here. With Walden, I do like to go with the fastballs quite a bit because, well, it's definitely his most efficient pitch. I notice at times when I pitch with him, or there's other times when I pitch with him where the changeup and slider just doesn't work out at all. So the four-seamer, yeah, I go with that quite a bit. Mix it up and go with the changeup, though. Delman Young swings at that one for strike 3. And the Phillies will go to the bullpen. Again, a lot of changes for them. Mike Adams is going to be coming in. And I can't help but think what all of these different relief pitchers coming in is going to do to the overall state of the bullpen. You know, a lot of stamina. All right, 12-3 here, top of the 9th. McCann Gonna hit this one deep into right field, and that is gonna go over the wall. So another home run here towards the end of the game. It's kind of nice seeing McCann get those hits, because a lot of times, because of the scouting report, they're all, like, whoever I'm playing, their fielders are all the way over to the right. Just kind of knowing I'm gonna be swinging at stuff pretty early with him. And I don't get too many hits with McCann. Not as much as I would like. I mean, he's a great hitting catcher and everything, but just doesn't pan out for me. So anytime I can get a home run like that, I just feel really good. Joel Benjamin going to be coming in here in the bottom of the ninth. I figure with being up by 10 runs, I didn't want to kind of risk anything. And Walden, well, he was getting pretty tired too. So I'm going to go with the cutter here, see if I can make it go to the outside. Delman Young swings on strike 3 right there to end the game. So the Braves end up winning this one by a huge margin and really making a statement to the Phillies that even if they do get pretty close to catching up with me when it comes to the postseason, well, we should be able to destroy them. But I don't know. It's just one game here, and pitching just wasn't there. But anyway, thanks for watching, you guys. I sure do appreciate it. More of this to come later on, so subscribe if you haven't already. You can follow me on Facebook, Twitter, all that great jazz. But thanks again, you guys. I appreciate it. And as always, I hope you guys have a good one.